do we have here? This is what I came back to whenever I turned the game back on. It was just like, boom, Shepard just staring into your soul. Okay, so now we're back with this interesting little romp through the Mass Effect world space. I told you guys I'd be back. I'm coming back a little early, but it's all good. We here. We loving. We living and loving. Loving life. Touching things. Poking things. Feeling them upon our hands. Get, okay. Right there. There we go. And I believe we don't really have anything else we can do right now until Dude Bro talks to us and gets all angry.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
It's probably doing what it normally does and like is touching shit, you know? Yeah. Let's just go ahead and go talk to the council. We legit don't even have anything else to do right now, so let's go ahead and do what we're supposed to do. Shall we?
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
And the fun part is, they'll only ask me because I was in command, so they're going to be asking me all the questions. You guys are going to be able to sit on your asses.
Saren's
Hello,
hiding
gentlemen.
something. Give me more time.
Favorite
Stall
character, right there.
Stall the council. Don't
Him
forget this.
and Shepard's
Your investigation
bromance
is
is the
over,
best freaking thing ever. Anyone who says otherwise, we cannot be friends.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I highly doubt it. And also, them not listening to me will be a recurring theme. For anyone who knows Mass Effect. That's straight up how it is. It's like, oh, we're not going to listen to you. Oh, you were right? Cool. We're still not going to listen to you. Oh, you were right again, and now it's putting the entire galaxy in turmoil? Cool. We're still not going to listen to you. And it's like, what?
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized doctor.
You just don't like them because they're human.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's
Getting angry
admission
about it
of
is
his
not gonna
actions
do
is not
anything.
the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision.
Why
May
did you
have been
tell
affected
him
by the
about
beacon.
that?
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
What's the point?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
Pull down his pants.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the ward.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
So in other words, you want humanity to be selfish rather than actually want to help people. Why does that explain so much about
The guy
the
joined
times
CSEC
now?
20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in C-Sec now to stop protecting.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
So Jenkins was right. And Dr. Chakwas was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just freaking going by a bunch of fairy tales and stuff, but okay.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Well, that's a bunch of shit. What discount Karth?
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
They're not that important, though. They make fake laws, and no one follows them unless there's a Spectre involved.
What guy?
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest.
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Relax.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree.
Why?
I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth
Why?
getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
Aside from the fact that if you kill them, they just come back.
I should get
So
going.
it's like, why does it matter
I have much
if...
work myself.
Oh, some
So
of the
long,
politics.
and
This
good luck
game
with the
doesn't
scanning.
make any sense, but... yeah. In between streams, I'm going to find what missions actually carry over to the next games, and I'm only gonna do those missions. Because there's a lot of other superfluous bullshit missions that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So I'm just like, why would I want to do them if they don't matter? My first playthrough of this, I got to pretty much the last world before the end of the game, and then my save got corrupted, so I couldn't continue my playthrough, which is kind of why I'm doing this, because my commentary style is better,
The Volus won't be joining the council for
and we have the Legendary Edition now, so everything looks better. And 90% of that weird bloom shit is gone. But at the same time, this is by far the worst of the 3 games, according to literally anybody ever. So I want to get through it as quickly as possible, but also I want to carry over everything that is good about it. I mean, to be honest, I could have used the Genesis thing and just skipped the first game entirely. Hold on. I'm going to look something up. Hmm. Yeah, I'll just play through this game because there's a lot of stuff that's not carried over. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up later because there's a lot of reading to it, so, yeah. And a lot of extra searching. So I'll just do it in between streams. Because I would love to know what carries over and what I won't have to do. Let's see if we can get to the point of leaving the Citadel before the end of this stream. I don't know if we'll be able to, but that is what I'm going for.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs.
And also the fun part about this game is that press A to skip skips all dialogue and then automatically gets you to the bottom. Whenever before you would have to wait in a 10-minute elevator ride when no one wants to wait 10 minutes in a freaking elevator every single time they go on an elevator. Let's go and
Do you desire
deal with
to
this
learn
whole
of the
situation.
Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance? What's going on here? The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers. If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit? The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Just buy it.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now? The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary. Who are the Enkindlers? Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness, by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Oh.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious
One of the
beliefs
options
suppressed.
is to call him a big stupid jellyfish. It's awesome.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You...
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers? The truth
Yeah,
of the Enkindlers
he's
must
more
be
in the
made
wrong
known.
than the CSEC
They
officer
gave the
is, so
Hanar
I always
language and
I always
gave the
side with the
universe
CSEC
the
officer and have
relays.
him just buy the permit.
This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
How much?
What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you?
Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth. However, this one also does not possess the 150 credits necessary to purchase the permit.
150 credits? This should cover you.
This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
Yeah, I think everyone should be free
This one
to
will not
practice
cause
their
any further
religion,
trouble for the CSEC
just
officer.
never to the point
one
to where it
offers
breaks
its
the
thanks.
law.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Like, even in real life, I legit think that if you are to practice your belief, great. More power to you. Just as long as you're not trying to force someone else to your belief, or that belief is not intentionally or unintentionally harming someone else. Aside from that, I think literally everyone should have the right to practice their belief, whatever that belief may be. But that's just my realm of thinking. Other people could think that I'm naive for thinking that way, or what, or whatever. I don't really care. I just think everyone should have the right to believe what they want and to freely practice that belief. Always decryption and electronics. And you, to be honest with you, I don't really care. Because it'll probably formulate into you being a better soldier if I am not directly involved. Okay, so where to now? Oh, Shire, the consort. Oh, and something I find kind of annoying about this game is the amount of credits and experience you get from stuff is directly related to what your level is. Like right now, if I scan this keeper right now, I'll get maybe 100 credits. 30 credits. But if I'm at max level, which in the Legendary Edition is like 30, I'd get over 1,000 credits, if not more, per.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name,
Why does your voice
she'll
sound
make every
familiar?
effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the
I don't
consort has taken
understand.
notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
She better be. I don't have time to have it wasted by some crazy bitch. Knock knock. Hello. How's it going?
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
And that is why she's so popular.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading
Go away.
lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Gosh dang, lady. All these
Now I must
advances
ask
are
you
not
to take your leave.
consensual.
I have many clients waiting to see me.
I never said once that you could hug me or freaking put your hand on my face or anything like that. It's like, no, just, no. Hello. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am completely cool with physical, like, things like that if I say it's okay. It's just randomly doing that stuff is just creepy and weird. It's just like, ew, let me touch you. It's like, did I say you could touch me? I don't know. Consent. Consent is a thing that should be used when it's available. Hi there. How's it going?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me.
Is this gonna have me be able to skip? No,
I am a
this is going to
financial
have me be
advisor
able to
to
talk
many important
to
clients here
Rex
on the Citadel.
instead of
When
Garrus.
someone as important as yourself arrives on the station,
Harkin is for Garrus. And then Barlavon is for Rex.
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor like Saren.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Anything else?
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the academy.
I'd rather go through Garrus.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
I like the fact that they have the fast travel system for the Citadel, because if I had to walk around all these places, go through the multiple elevators and shit, that'd be annoying. Nope, wrong way. This way!
That's him.
Come here. Oops.
Clear.
The hell? Oh, that must have been my grenade.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is. You gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
I don't care. Don't waste my
Just tell me
time.
where Garrus is before this gets ugly.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all
Who
very
cares?
The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
I'm out of here.
I don't like this guy, so I'm not going to spend any extra time talking to him. Hi there, General Succubus.
What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good! Her lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Is it worth it though?
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her, and her alone. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Enjoy your drink, General.
Yeah, off you go. See you later, kid.
I'll be back for this.
I don't feel right just leaving like this.
Don't waste your time, kid. Run away now while you still can.
Goodbye, General.
Yeah.
Did that actually continue the mission? Oh, that's bullshit.
That's him.
That was that's stupid. Harkin, hi.
Alliance
Yeah. You could have been a Marine, maybe.
I know
Blah
where
blah.
Garrus is.
Don't care.
Screwed up his
Hey,
mission
guess what?
so
I
bad,
don't
just tell him
care.
Garrus was snipping.
Bye.
Yeah, good. Go.
Okay, let's go. Say hi to Garrus. Because we don't care. I don't give a shit about no stupid political bullshit. I'm just here to save the galaxy and humanity from Saren. That is literally it. I don't care about specters. I don't care about freaking the council's political BS. I don't care about humanity's political BS. I'm a soldier and I'm gonna do what soldiers do.
The hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Sure.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
I mean, he could buy me a drink here.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this pot.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm
What?
Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Sure.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Will I, though? We'll see about that. Okay. Now we get to, go over here. Talk to Garrus. Help him fuck some bitches up. Ugh. Go and activate this, just so that it's there.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Bang. Nice shot. Hi, Garrus. How's it going?
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Nice shot.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Quarian?
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where'd she
Where
go?
is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
We can handle this on our own. Let's go.
I'll pick him up later. Garrus Arcarian. Let's go. You shall join me. Let's go have some fun.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
I just replenished the meta gel that I'd never used. Oh. Why is there sun glare going through the ship of different colors? Apparently there's windows that go from one side of the ship to the other. Where's the thing that said welcome to the wards or whatever? Ah, right here. Boop. Got another codex entry. Whee. Really? I can't walk through that? That's annoying. Okay. In here we go. Hello. Door. Thank you. Thank you, door. Okay. We get to go over here and into Cora's den. So many times these people know my background, and yet they still decide to try to fight me. Even though they know it's gonna end in their death. Yeah, if I put my weapon away, I can actually talk to these people in here. Hello.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
They're so easily convinced.
I would have never thought of that.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Easy decryption. X, X, Y, B. And I have a mod on computer that actually makes it to where I don't even need to do those anymore.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
You've got 3 seconds to come clean. Then I start shooting.
The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Impossible. The Shadow Broker only works through his agents.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear. Forget about me. I'm a ghost.
You're not my concern.
Don't worry, you'll never see me again.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. I picked that up, right? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Onward! Gotta get to the Quarian! Everyone's favorite Quarian! Where's the... Open the door! You just got knocked the fuck out, bitch. That's where Septimus is supposed to be. Okay. Run! Run, Shepard, run!
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Scan this while I'm here. Just so that I don't have to come back. Ow. Where are you going? Get the fuck. Where the hell?
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
You okay?
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life.
but not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
Come on, let's go.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? The Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Just doing my job.
You wanted proof Saren's a traitor. This is it.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see
Tali
many Quarians
Zora
here. Why did you
Naraya
leave the flotilla?
Vasnima. Da
I
ba
was
da
on a
ba da ba
pilgrimage.
da.
My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach
While I'm
maturity,
talking
we
to
leave the
her
ships
about her
of our parents and
pilgrimage
our people
stuff,
behind.
the ambassador's
Alone
just
we
like,
search the stars, only returning to the
we
flotilla
should
once
probably
we
know
have
about the
discovered
stuff that this
something of
person
value.
knows. You should.
In this way, we prove
Can you
ourselves
stop
worthy of adulthood.
talking?
What kinds of things do you look for?
Oh, Shepard's
Could be
talking again.
resources like food or
Just
fuel,
show us the
or some
data.
type of useful
We don't have
technology,
time for
or
this.
even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my
And
people into
in
exile,
comes the
Geth
message you
have
hear
never
at least
ventured
like
beyond the
3 or
Veil.
4 times.
I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
Time to ask the important question.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory.
Number
The
2.
beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
And you can't skip
I
that.
don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian.
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
Join
I'll
us.
take all the help I can get.
And I'll help you with your
You won't
pilgrimage.
regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Let's go. Garrus, Tali. The dream team. Look at these two saucy bitches. Charm. We'll just do that. And then you get electronics and decryption. And that's the basic armor. And some of this. Okay. There we go. Let's go! Equipment. Give me all of it. Just get like really into it for no reason at all. I'll go ahead and stick with the fusion explosive. But let's go ahead and put that one as trash. And then upgrades. Throw the shield battery on here. I don't need two of the same things. This would be anti-personnel. Okay. Alright, now I have the ability to sell slash deconstruct stuff. Now we'll be good. I would talk to you guys, but I have a mission to do, so I'll be back. Hey, Samesh. I'll go and get your mission started. Why not?
My name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
I should have brought Ashley with me, because she was also in the
but the
212.
military has refused my request.
I can put in a word with the embassy and speed things along.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral and the respect she deserves.
Yeah, I think we're going to actually give the body back, because everyone deserves a proper burial among family. Because if you're gonna, like, I don't know, it's just feels like that's the right thing to do.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
No.
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet.
I mean, that is
You
entirely
humans are
understandable.
here to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Ongoing?
I'll be going.
It sounds like you already gave up from what you told Garrus. But don't mind me, I'll just be over here hacking your shit. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account. Multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us. Fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Ada cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Hi.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
This isn't right, bitch.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
Good boy. Okay, onward we go. Now we get to go talk to the council and tell them that they're dumb and that Saren's a bad boy. Let's travel to Citadel Tower. Okay. Captain Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Come on.
Or
Ujina's
Keith
preserved
David,
the quarry
as you would
of
probably
evidence
also
to the
like to be called.
Eden Prime was a major victory.
And here's number 3.
Beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
Okay.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
And now comes another pretty good song.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre training gives me the Unity ability, which... yeah, it brings people back from the dead. And also I get more of these. Okay, now we get to leave almost. What the hell? Strange man doing strange things. Hey, Kahoku!
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Okay.
I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship.
I don't even know if I have a ship yet. They're still getting that taken care of.
He's okay. I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you
I don't have a ship yet. Tired ass. Okay, let's go to CSEC. Citadel Security. Doing that fast travel shit.
You, human. You the one they call Shepard?
That's me, Commander Shepard.
The name's Rex. The Shadow Broker paid me a lot of money to get rid of Fist. Only you got there first.
Taking care of Fist was part of my investigation.
When I get paid to do a job, I finish it. Alone.
I don't like where this is going.
But I didn't finish this job, Shepard. You did. So the payment is yours.
You're going to pay me for getting rid of Fist?
I won't take credit for someone else's work. I transferred the payment into your account. I like the way you handled Fist. Now I hear you're going after Saren. I was thinking I should come along.
You're a bounty hunter. What do you get out of going after Saren?
I'm not in this for the money. I want to be where the action is. There's a storm coming, and you and Saren are right in the middle of it.
Why me? Saren's already got a lot of Krogan working for him.
Those aren't Krogan. They're servants. They grovel at Saren's feet to lick his boots, trading their freedom for promises of wealth and power. My people were a proud species once. Some of us still remember that. I won't bow down to Saren like the others.
We'll take you with us, Rex.
Smart move, Shepard.
I think you'll be a good portion of my team, even though I'm never going to use you. Keeper.
One sec.
Hello.
Looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I wish I had money for it. Because these are actually really good. Like, best in the game good. Okay. Now that we did that, let's give this OSD to what's her butt, and then yeah, and also let's go here, see if she's getting into any more trouble. She doesn't look happy. So let's see what's going on.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me.
What?
I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
What? Giving out free medical supplies to a medical clinic would cause you to lose your license? I don't understand how that makes sense, but
Maybe I
okay.
can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was told to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'll take care of this.
Good luck, Commander. Be careful down there.
I got it. Now I need to go talk to this lady person right here. Hi there.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
400 credits. Not bad. Could have been worse. Okay. Now we go to Cora's Den to see if we could talk to Mr. Succubus downstairs in Cora's Den. And then, babbity boopity, good to go. Know what I'm saying? Hi, Marlon.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies?
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Things have changed, Marlon.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
Shut up, Morland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor alone.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
You're shutting down a medical clinic. What if someone needs treatment? What if you need treatment?
Hey, hold on! I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Thank you, human. It is good to see him humbled so.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
There you go. That's that taken care of. And now we get to go to Cora's Den and talk to Septimus Cygnus and see if he could stop being such a bitch. Yeah, we're gonna save, just to be safe. Save to be safe.
Commander. What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira.
I've seen a lot of
This is
horror.
pathetic.
She rejected me.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
War. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about
I love the
Shaira.
Elcor.
Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Wait. Where do generals fit in? Isn't the entirety of like most militaries like Navy based? Generals is like Army, isn't it? Army or Marines or maybe Marines. I don't know. I know Captain and Commander are Navy. Open this and fast travel to the embassies so that I could talk to Samesh Barry Allen and also the Elcor bro.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Hi there.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
But of course. Okay. And now, I believe it's up here to the diplomat. This way. And I think it's actually in this door. No, it's not. Son of a bitch, where is he? He must be over where the human ambassador is. That was a wall. Freaking up in here breaking Shepard's shoulder by running him full force into walls. That's the human. Zoltan!
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I've come to talk to you about your little problem.
Curious. What do you know about the consort and her relationship to me?
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Here,
not so
this
much.
should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization.
It looks like the Elcor have two faces. Like if you look on his forehead up there, it looks like he has two slots for eyes up there, and then he has his eyes down there.
Human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, then, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Why are their eyes black?
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
I like you. What's your name, like Colin or something? Colleen? Something like that? How would you say that? C-A-L-Y-N? Okay, and I believe it's back to CSEC. I mean, I know I need to go there to get to the hangar, but I believe I might be able to pick up a mission while I'm here also. It's not a mission I'll do right now, but it is a mission nonetheless. My decryption skill is too low. Ah, come on. And I haven't leveled up yet, son of a bitch. And Dude Bro's not here. Gosh dang it, fuck you. Scan to keeper. Okay. And that's that. Got all the experience from here. I'll probably be back here to do more missions later. But for right now, let's get out this crazy ship.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many
For
colonial
one
proposals are on
thing?
hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
What about the other colonies that are protected well enough? It was just one specific colony and then everyone freaks out about it? Okay then. Scan this keeper and then I'll talk to Tally. What's up?
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew.
We don't even know if that's my ship yet. Hi there.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Does
She's
it come
great
with a
and quiet,
promotion?
And you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
One do I always start off with? I think I'll start with Noveria because I hate it.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
But guess what?
I have a meeting to get
I'm
to.
trying to
Captain
protect the
Anderson can
fucking
answer any
galaxy.
Questions you might have.
Hi, Anderson.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. Now let's get out this bitch.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Well, I was able to do it.
progress.
Got off of the Citadel before the end of the stream.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Gotta be honest.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And with that heroic speech, I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream here. We freaking became a Spectre and got off of the Citadel all in one stream. And that a nice little piece of work there. How many am I at? Still need 3 more. Okay. And also I still need to go back to her. That means I have to go back to the Citadel to finish some stuff. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave out the stream here. I think this would be a good stopping point. So, thank you for watching my stream, and I shall see you in the next one.